Hello everyone. Today we are going to look at how to model, texture, rig and animate a character like this in Blender. So we will see how the modeling works starting with the hand. All right. I have also added the eyebrows which were missing in that rendering. So we will look at the process of creating the hair, the eyes, the eyebrows, the face. We'll look at how to create the ears, the nose. Inside the mouth there are teeth with gums. There is a tongue. The character is wearing gloves, a jacket, a belt, and shoes. And then you can see that there is a separate texture for the shoes and separate texture for the tights that he's wearing. We will also look at texture mapping some features on her body. To get started, we'll go to a new file and I'll go to add image reference. By the way, here you can add your bookmarks so you don't have to search for your files all the time. So I have bookmarked my rigging folder where I have my character, and I'm going to use this I found on the internet. So what I will do is I will get this box out of the way, hit the 7 key, and you can take a screenshot of this if you want to use this character for the tutorial. Okay, so once you take the screenshot, you can then bring it in Blender, and we'll hit the 1 key in the numeric pad and make sure that the character is facing in the front. So it is 90 degrees. I'm going to scale it big. This is a good size, and put the feet approximately on the ground. Okay, so the good thing about this is we have the front view and we have the side view. So we'll move the front view back, and then it is good to start renaming objects. So we'll say front view, or better yet, front reference. Shift D, rotate it 90 degrees. We'll rename this left reference. And then we will try to match. I will move this cube here. Then if I go to the side view, I will try to match the position here somewhere and move it back. Okay. I'm going to also create another reference and put it on the ground at 0. The 7 key on the numeric pad, and I'm going to try and align this. I think it is 45 degrees, so that we can model the hand, because the character is at 45 degrees and I'm going to create a T pose instead of a pose. Alright, so this is our hand L. It's the left hand. And then we'll go and start modeling. So I will rotate this 45 also, so that once we get the basic profile, we can then rotate it back. Okay, so I'll start with the shoulder here and end with the ankle here. wrist here, sorry. So on the side view, we will have to scale this in. And then what we need to make sure is that we get approximately a square shape at the shoulder. And then what is going to happen is your wrist is going to be scaled in. Okay, so this way it will save you time to move these. This looks good. Now we need one segment at the elbow, and then we need two more lines because it is a joint, so we need more segments at the joint. So I'll put one segment here, one in the middle, one segment here, one at the glove, and one here. Okay, so we are trying to get squarish shapes here, and then you can see because we scaled it, we don't have to move all these together. So now we will start positioning this as per the hand. So we'll get a basic shape for our character. Okay, I'll select all these three and move them. And then I'm going to, when I scale it, I use this white so it scales from all the sides. You can see that this is wider here. Okay, so that looks, I don't want to spend too much time refining, but you get the idea. Okay, so I'll move this around, move this up. Okay, so that is our basic hand. Now we will work with the hand part. So before we do it, we'll go back to 0 and move it where the wrist starts. Okay, so now we want to use this reference to model the hand. So what we do is I'll hit the extrude key and extrude it till the hand, and then hit the front view, and we need to scale this down. Okay, so go back to the top view using the 7 key in the numeric pad, and now I'll add one segment for the thumb, and then the thumb area has to be more or less squarish. We'll do that later. So I'll select this one in the 7 key and extrude it out, and once I extrude it, I will make sure that this is a square shape. So we'll scale this in, and then we can also scale this so it is square. Alright, so again top view, move it out here, move these vertices out, and then I'll select this and extrude it all the way out here, and again we are going to scale this in because all the fingers taper towards the end, and then make sure that they are rotated so the orientation is correct. And then we need one segment a little bit back and then one more at the joint. Okay, so wherever there is a joint we need more than one segment, so I'll bend it like this, and I need one segment here because there's going to be a bend here as well. And now we will have to move these all the way out here. And then these will move out here. Okay, so now we need 4 subdivisions here for the fingers to come out. So how I do it is use the cut tool and we are going to cut from the wrist till the finger to get our first finger. Enter, and then I'll hit click from here and here to get the pinky finger. And then what I'll do is you'll have to see from the side because we need to go down later on anyway, so which is good. Now what we need is we need two more fingers here. So what we do is we cut from middle here and then create a V like this. So it is okay to have triangular faces sometimes, but we need to try to make sure that all these faces are square, and then certain areas may have triangles. There'll be a lot of triangles in the back of the head because we will need a lot of segments for the face. Now we need to extrude these out, so I'll select this one, and before we do that I need to cut it all the way. So once we do it in the top, we have to do the same thing at the bottom also. So we need to cut it from here, cut it from here to here. Then we need to create this, and then we need to cut it from here to here. And what has happened is I didn't cut it properly, so I can go to right click, merge vertices, add center. Okay, and then you can try to make sure that you don't have any extra vertices anywhere. Okay, so go to 7 and make sure that these are on top of each other. Okay, so everything looks clean to me now. Then you can position this a little inside so that you can create some more profile for the hand. All right, and now to the fingers, I'll select this, shift select this, 7, and extrude it all the way out. Okay, and again we need to make sure that these are all square at the end. I'm not going to spend too much time, but you make sure that they are even and scale them inside. This is going to save you a lot of time scaling them at the end and then adding segments in the middle later on. Okay, so you can see that you can scale it inside here and scale it inside here, and then we will move them apart so it helps in the rigging later on. The skinning works better if they are far away from each other, so that is an important step to keep in mind. And now we will add the loop cuts, 2 at one joint, and then we will keep adding the loop cuts. Only in one. So you can see that it's super low poly, and we want to keep it that way, and it works well this way for a stylized character like this. Okay, so you don't need too many details. Okay, and I don't want to spend too much time getting this right, but you get the idea. Okay, you can make sure that all the fingers are equally spaced, and it's going to take some time to get the whole thing right. All right, so that's how you create a hand. Okay, and then if you add a subdivision, object shade smooth, you can see that this is what you get. Okay, by the way, the hand has to be rotated 90 degrees because when you rig it, this is the orientation of the hand, so make sure that you fix that as well. So you get, and then you will have to scale the thumb down, of course. It's bigger than the other fingers, but you get the idea. That's how the hand is done. In the later tutorials, we'll look at how to do the leg, and then we'll look at how to create this area, and this is carried over everywhere. So that's about it. Thank you very much.